This van behind me is a 2018 mid-roof due model. It is for sale right now. We're going to take a look at the inside, kind of bare bones. I'm going to show you how to set up the bed, so stick around for that. But first, we're going to take a look at the exterior of this van. So this van is a Quigley 4x4. So right here you have the BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tires to assist with that off-road capability. So if you want to do some overlanding, hit some secluded trails, so drive on the beach, anything like that, this is really going to give you that opportunity. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely take a look at this van. And then on the roof, we have our very own VanDOit roof rack, which is made out of the T-track material that you'll see here in a second on the inside of the van. You can use turn-ins and hooks if you want to tie down something on the roof. If you have a paddleboard or a surfboard, anything like that that you would like to store on the outside of the van, you have that option. There's ample exterior lighting on this van. So there's a passenger side LED light bar and then a huge 52-inch light bar on the front of the van. Just in case you want to use those to set up camp, or if you're going down a secluded dirt road and you really want to light up that road, you have that option. There's also solar power on the roof, so that's going to help assist your power system. It's not necessarily going to run any of the components, but it's going to help trickle charge that system to keep your power system topped off. And then right here we have one of my favorite components, and that is the Thule Hideaway awning. So you're able to set that up at camp. You have a nice shaded area on the outside of your van. You can even use it at night with that light bar and illuminate the area under the canopy. But it's a really simple system. You just use this crank and you stick it up in this slot and you just hand crank it out like that. And then you do the same to put it back in. And then you just take it out like that. It's a very simple process. And then right here we have our shore power hookup. So if you are staying at a traditional campground or you're using one of your friend's driveways and you want to plug into shore power to run your air conditioning or something like that, or just top off your power system, that is where this is located, on the rear side of the driver side of the van. And then if you want to add some additional like fold out solar panels, that's where you would hook that up as well. And then the last exterior component to go through is just the rear door attached ladder. So if you do want access to the roof, if you are utilizing it for storage, you have that option. It's just right off the back here. You climb up and down. You use it like any old ladder you've ever used before in your life. So as it is set up right now, it's more of a cargo setup. So you're able to utilize the open space. If you do want to fully use the van for cargo, you want to have a ton of bikes in here, you're using it as a moving truck for the weekend, anything like that, that's kind of the benefit of this due model setup. You can fold the bed completely out of the way, you can remove the bed, or whatever you desire for your needs for that day. Right here are our 30-inch hanging cabinets. So those can slide up and down the rail. It's really great for things like this that you can just like reach in and grab for storage, and you're able to see what is up in those cabinets. And as I mentioned, they're fully removable, movable. You can move them around the van. You can put them on the passenger side, the driver's side, wherever you've decided the best setup is for you. And you can just kind of move that stuff around. All right, we're going to go through the power system real quick and a couple other components, and then I'm going to show you how to set up the Murphy bed system. Right here we have our power tower. So one thing you can see at first glance is the 2000 watt Go Power inverter. Up here we have our switches for dome lighting, cargo lighting, accent lighting, your electrical system to turn on the DC power, water pump, exterior lights, anything like that. Up here you have the reading for your solar power, and you can see your battery charge. There's a carbon monoxide detector in case you do have any issues with your furnace or anything like that. That's just there for your safety. And then the inverter charger remote is up top up there. All right, so the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm going to show you the first setup for this Murphy bed system. All right, so here we have this single bed setup. So this is great for somebody who is maybe a solo traveler and they still want the ability to walk through their van. They maybe want to set bikes up on the side over here. So setting up this single platform is a great option. The nice thing also about this bed is you can raise and lower it along the rail. Right now, I would be comfortable with it, but I know some other people would want a little bit more headroom above. So you can just height adjust the bed however you want to for your needs. All right, now I'm gonna show you the full size platform setup. All right, so here we have our full size mattress setup. And as you can see, that was a very simple process. It only took me a couple minutes to transform this from nothing to a twin bed, and then again from a twin to a full size mattress. So there's definitely a little give and take. If you want this full size platform, you are giving up the ability to walk through the van. So some people, rather than doing this setup, if there are two travelers, might have one bunk here and one bunk below to have a bunk bed setup. But if you do want this full size platform and you don't want it set up all the time, it's super easy. It took me like 2 minutes to go from the single platform to the full size platform. And again, it just folds right back up against the wall. And then there are some other options that you have with this platform. So as I mentioned before, you can raise and lower the bed along the rail. So we have had a lot of people that utilize this bed space during the day as a desk. They travel for work and say that they use their van maybe as their mobile office or a mobile studio or something like that. If there's somebody that does a podcast or they're a graphic designer or something like that, they will actually keep this bed lower so that they can have it as a desk setup during the day. And then at night, they disassemble the desk, they throw the mattresses on top, and then they go to sleep. And that is one of my favorite things about the Do model is its transformability. This bed really can be so many different things: a workspace, a desk, a couch. As you can see, a full-size bed, a twin-size bed. So if you like having all those options, I would definitely consider the Do model. And if you are somebody that loves having that ability to walk through the van, this is a great option for you.
Wow! That's modular.
So up here in the ceiling, we have our air vent and an air conditioning. And this van is an AGM power system. So to run that air conditioning, you're gonna have to be plugged in shore power. So you either are gonna have to utilize a campground or somebody's driveway, or some people will carry a generator with them, and that will allow you to run that air conditioning. The air vent, however, is a great option. It can run off of the power system. So if you just make sure you're charged up, you're able to run that thing, help get some airflow throughout the van. And then right here's another location of the switches. So the accent lighting, dome lighting, water pump, DC electric, everything like that. This is the control for your air conditioning, and up top here is the control for the S-bar furnace. And then right here we have the passenger swivel seat. So it's a really great option for opening up the van, making the seat more flexible, where you can utilize this lagoon table as a workspace, a dinner table, anything like that. You can really stretch your legs out, enjoy the cabin area of your van. So I love the swivel seat option. One of the best features of the Do model is the skeleton grid layout. You have basically unlimited places to tie down your gear in your van. You can utilize a lot of these type of hooks. They just turn into the track really easily. They have this, it's an eyeball and a turn in, and you just turn it into the track and everything turns into a mounting point. So if you are traveling with totes, you have bikes and you want to put mounts in that tracking system, you have that ability as well. So whatever you want to bring along with you, but you want to have securely strapped down, this T-tracking system gives you unlimited ability to do that. So that concludes the tour of this van. If you're interested in this van, or if you have any questions, please reach out to one of our gurus. There's a link in the description below to our contact page. They've heard every question in the book, so there's no question that they will not be able to answer for you. Also, if you want to see a full breakdown of this van, the component list, there's a link to that listing in the description also. It was a pleasure taking you through this van, and from the great early 2000s show MTV Cribs. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Peace.